Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect LFC. I'm your host. We are back again. So we're gonna be talking about LFC. So the purpose of this video is to actually talk about what we learned from Brighton to Liverpool 3. And important things. Then maybe I'll give you my player ratings, looking at them, not really focusing on the ratings that you're gonna be seeing from the screen from the website that I'm using, but it's all about what I actually think and what I saw with my own eyes, looking at what happened. But they are gonna be visible things that I'm gonna show you. But we're gonna start talking about what we actually learned. But so getting into today's game, I'm sorry that I was not able to do the build-up lineup today on the Football Connect LFC, which is gonna not happen for some weeks as I'm working on some stuff. But I'll be back on the Connected, that's for sure, people. Let me just get some stuff sorted out before maybe after a week after November. Things will start going to places and maybe new settings from this, or maybe we never know. But let us all be excited, people, because Liverpool just showed us something about them that is really exciting. They showed us something new about them that we did not see, and of course they were the good, the bad, and the best of the game. We're gonna all try to talk about it in this video, and I think let's get into this video. So one thing that I feel like is really important to outline from the start is I never knew Liverpool have so many goalkeepers who are really good. Today was Jaros was playing, was the goalkeeper for Liverpool, and I'm telling you, if we had to be honest, if we had to look at the stats, and I think I'm actually going to do that while I'm talking to you, if we had to look at the stats, I think in terms of shots on target, Brighton created even more crazy shots that were on target. And Jaros, the way he was keeping the game and he was saving those shots, just gave me that belief. You know, the belief you get when you see one of the player playing so well, showing some good fight, giving you some things that you can really smile about. And that's exactly what I saw from Jaros. He was really active. And I'm just saying that for him being the number 3 goalkeeper, because it's Alisson, Kelleher, and him, for him being the number 3 goalkeeper, it just tells you the depth that Liverpool has with their goalkeepers and how good they are, not only by saving, but also with their feet. Of course, the likes of Jaros, there's still some changes, some work needs to be done in terms of their feet, but he is good. He is good, and we saw it today's game. So he does deserve some serious praise. That's my first thing that I learned from today's game as well. Cody Gakpo is the truth. So many people are asking question, if Cody Gakpo is really this good, why doesn't he become a regular starter for Liverpool? Well, Arne Slot answered this question today when he was being asked by the reporter in the interview. He said, actually, Cody Gakpo, to him, he is a regular starter. But it's just that there is rotation he wants to do with his players. Makes sense. We have so many games and we need some rotation. And I think, to be honest, when we really look at it from a point of view of difference, I think Cody Gakpo has started more games to the point where we are right now this season that he has ever done under Klopp. And we are starting to see him. And the one thing that matters from what I'm seeing, him playing Cody Gakpo, he's being played at his position, which he thrives the most. The reason why we signed him from PSV is because of the position he was playing and how good he was at that position. And that's where Arne Slot is putting him, and he is making sure that he does that. And I love the fact that he's able to keep rotating the two between Cody Gakpo and Diaz. I know today they started well together in the game, but of course we have to understand Diaz is able to play on the right and on the left, and also on the center. He's somebody who's who can be used at any position. He's versatile. You can use him at any position you want. But Cody Gakpo is the truth for me, because he's lethal when it comes to goals, and it's not only about his lethality. When it comes to goals, he can create some lethal chances that if there are good players who are there to take it, let's say for example Cody Gakpo, what's his name, Diogo Jota, those chances 9 out of 10 are goals. And that is really important when we need a player who can stand up. And for me, he was my man of the match on the game. So I have to give that respect to Cody Gakpo, because I feel like so many people don't really give him that respect that he deserves. And I think he showed it today that he is definitely the truth. The other thing that the other point that I want to talk about is that we need to give the kid time. We need to give the kid time. I'm talking about Gerard Konza. The reason why I'm talking about this is because today he had one of the best games he was playing today for Liverpool. But when he actually experienced the first mistake he made by that pass which went back and it led to the first goal of Brighton, I felt like he disappeared from the match. And things did not go well, and he did not even done well with the ball hitting him and it leading to the second goal that Brighton scored. And in my head, I just feel like that will really destroy a kid's confidence, especially after the first game which he started. He was taken out by the manager because he was really doing so well. So his life already under Ancelotti has not started so well. And situations like this happens. I just hope that the manager is able to give him regular time in terms of games to allow him to build up that confidence so that he has that belief. We need to give this kid time, because if we give him more time, he will become the lethal defender we know him to be, or we trust he will become, because I trust that he's going to be one of the best as time will continue. So we need to give him time. And I hope that the manager is able to give him comfort and confidence that he becomes better. And it's really important to see, which actually led me to my another point of something that I've learned. 90% of the goals in Liverpool have actually been scored this season actually is from our own mistakes. We are literally allowing teams to score us from our own mistakes. Well, we can talk about the Saka goal he scored for to run by Robertson against Liverpool during the weekend. If Van Dijk had just moved and done this, that would not have been a goal. The Wolves goal, Konate literally just made a mistake of that and they scored the goal. Today, Konza passed it to the Brighton player, they scored a goal, and as well, the ball was kicked and it deflected. Most of the goals were being scored are literally we are self-conflicting ourselves. We are putting ourselves in trouble. And these are just moments that the manager might need to keep ironing it out of the teams to help this team start performing. We don't want to concede so many goals. We want to be lethal. We want to be very good. Already 9 goal games played, considered 5 in the Premier League. Let's keep that. Let's make sure that is protected. It'll be very important, especially of where we are going. So that's why I had to say that maybe we need to work on that, the discipline the defense needs, so that we don't allow ourselves to be in trouble. And also, now I understand why Wataru Endo might leave Liverpool in the summer, according to the reports I've heard, because I think we saw it today. He was difficult receiving the balls from the midfield, from the defense. He was struggling. He was really, really, really struggling. I think Curtis Jones at some point had to come to save him so many times, but he was struggling. He was really struggling. He is a good destroyer. He can fight, but on the ball. And Brighton were smelling that, and they were taking advantage of that. They were putting him under pressure that they know they will get the bomb. Sometimes he had to fight himself out, but most of the times he was losing the bomb. So I understand he's not really that type of a midfielder that the manager needs. The manager needs a controller, somebody like a Gravenberch, somebody who runs with the ball, somebody who controls, who does the good passes, he moves with the ball, and you don't really get that kind of player when you look at it when it comes to Endo. And I understand that he might leave, and I know why he's gonna leave, because he's not offering enough of what the manager wants to see from a player like him. So that's one thing that I think we can learn from that Endo, it's really clear when you see why the manager is not going to use him. And I think we have to also give time to Dominic Szoboszlai. The reason why I'm saying that is because his confidence is really, really, really on an all-time low. And I feel like sometimes we do this, with these players have social media. These players, at the end of the day, they are people after all. And sometimes our criticism, the way we fell into the mainstream media's types of criticism, then we start putting it as fans. We put our teams in our players in so much, self-critiquing, so much pressure that they no longer perform to the level that we are used to seeing them do. They don't really perform the way we want to see from them because we have put that pressure to them. And in my head, I feel like that's why maybe we saw him getting in front of the goal so many times where he could have scored the goal, and he just could not do that because in his mindset, in his brain, is remembering the pressure that You know, we are literally throwing at him and we're putting on him. And I'm just hoping that we work on that. We allow our players to get the confidence to play the game, to enjoy the game as it is, not to worry what, uh, hashtag Liverpool X is going to say on X. It's really important. And I think we have to work on that really. Luis Diaz scored a goal, an amazing goal, a well deserved goal, by the way. And I think we needed that after just to be conceding another goal there, and they scored the second goal. So it was going to be interesting if that goal was not really scored. So it's really really important. So what is my my overall thoughts on the game? It was a good game. I felt like we learned more from the team than we did. Only three players from the team that played against Arsenal were in the pitch. Most of them were all new French players who have not been playing, and they had something to prove, and I think they did prove it. But we're not playing with a small team. We were playing with a team that is really, really strong. A Brighton team that we are going to be playing with, by the way, during the weekend at Anfield. So it's really really important. We showed something special. We showed the way we do that, and I'm sure the manager of Brighton is going to use this as the template to see how we take advantage of that against Liverpool at Anfield. So we have to be careful. We need to make sure that the main team is really ready for this, because 9 times out of 10 at every single time we have these types of games, we always lose one and we win one. So it's really important that we find a way, and we cannot lose that Premier League game. Yes, the Carabao Cup is exciting and we've done. We need to make sure that we continue with the victory. And I think it will help us really as Liverpool in the long run. So I'm hoping that is really well done. And I cannot wait to see how the manager does it really and what happens going forward. But I think this was the game. Everything was clear. Everything in terms of the lessons I've just given you, we showed, maturity. We showed, you know, that confidence we needed. We showed that we have something within us that so many people thought that it was gonna be shaken, but we keep proving it. It's honestly it's 12 win and 14 games. We keep putting the pressure. We keep going forward. We keep showing that we're making statement performance, and I think that is really really important. We have fringe goalkeepers coming in and showing some amazing, amazing, amazing saves, showing that they are really good goalkeepers, and it's working for us. It's really, really, really working for us, and I'm just hoping that we keep that going forward. We keep performing like this, because at the end of the day, it will work well for us, and it will build an amazing, amazing chemistry between the team that we can believe we can do something special. And there's some serious rotation that are happening, and of course you'll see some changes, but I love the way it's being maintained. Also, one thing that I've learned, which I think I need to talk about, I think Curtis Jones is the truth, because every single time he's given an assignment to go do, he's showing up for Liverpool. He did today, showing up. He was the player for the game. He thought he was doing so well, and I think he did so well, and I'm really really believing that if he continues doing this, it's going to be really good going forward. There will be rotation, but he's really showing some amazing and exciting performance. And that's why maybe the manager took him out and might use him during the weekend against Brighton. Also, the other thing, Liverpool has to limit passing the ball backwards. So many of the players were passing the ball backwards, and I felt like it put us so much under pressure, and we don't need that. We don't need that. We have to wake ourselves so well so that we know what we're doing, the plan, and how we are performing. And I felt like it was a terrible thing to do, and I hope that we work on that and actually do so well, because we need it. We need it. Also, the last thing, Trey Nyoni is gonna be a star. Trey Young is gonna be a star for me, people. This kid came in and he was playing at the number 10 role, and he just looked so lively. Touching the ball, there was a shot he hit, did not really bend so well, but it was an amazing shot. And I'm just telling you, just give him time, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. And the other thing, why did the manager not give Cody Gakpo his hat trick? Because he was really on fire. He was really looking like he wanted to finish this game. If he was given more time, I'm sure he was going to score a hat-trick. But the manager wanted to save him because there's still so many games he wants to use a Cody Gakpo. So we'll see what happens, people. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. A rocket from Cody Gakpo, an amazing goal by what's his name? Diaz, an amazing goal by the way by Cody Gakpo as well, near post as well. 2 goals which were scored on the near post of the goalkeeper. Then lastly, Dominic Szoboszlai showing some amazing athletic work, as well as Tyler Morton showing the world why I believe he is something really, really special. Give him time. That's what I'm saying. Give the kid goddamn time. In terms of visuals of the game, I'm going to show you this is how the team was set up like, and this is how we look. But before I show you to the visual to that, I just want to show you the players who are missing. Of course, you can see they have so many players out, But in terms of visuals, yes, you can see these are the goals which were scored by Liverpool. Where my mouse is, can you see that? Or maybe it's covered. I think you can see it clearly, people. As you can see. Oh, this is the Cody Gakpo first goal. This is the Diaz goal. This is also another Cody Gakpo goal. All of them came from the left side, which just tells us it was the active side of the game. And I think we do deserve the victory at the very end. As you can see as well, in terms of dominate, in terms of moving chances, doing everything that we're doing, Liverpool were all over. They showed momentum, they showed excitement, fight, and the game was played more in the midfield. But Joe's Liverpool, let me not get that confused really. Joe's Liverpool won more in terms of no, sorry. Accurate passes, Liverpool had more than them. Throw-ins, they had more than us. And in terms of final third entries, Liverpool had more than them. Final third, as you can see, 60-something%. Long balls, they had more because they wanted to break Liverpool on the counter. Liverpool had less on that. Crosses, they made more than us because they were putting us under pressure at some point. As you can see, ground duels, they won more than Liverpool, which I think Arne Slot is not going to be happy about that. Aerial duels, we did dominate, especially on our side. Dribbles, they made more than Liverpool. That's really interesting. Defending, Liverpool had to do more than them because we were sitting back at some times. We were allowing them to cause chaos. Tackles, of course, they made more than us. Then interception, they made more recoveries. It was Liverpool. Clearance, Liverpool. Goalkeeping was done. 5 saves by the goalkeeper. Goal kicks, of course, 8 for Liverpool. So I think in the whole entire thing, the phase of it, that is it in terms of what we saw and what we were showing in terms of percentage, more to Liverpool and less to them. But it gives us an idea and understanding of what we saw today. Look at it. This is how the Liverpool team was set up. It was a 4-4-2. 2 players who are not even midfielders. Dominic Szoboszlai gets a low rating, of course, you can see, because he did not do well. I don't feel like the Jairus rating is very, very low because I think I would have given him maybe a 7. I won't give him more than that because 2 goals were scored by a 7. Then, of course, Conor Bradley was doing some amazing vertical runs, and I'll give him, and that's just me, people, I'll give him a 6. Konza mistakes, 6 as well. Joe Gomez, I have to say, he was a 7.5 for me because he was active, and the Robertson is 6. I did not see more of him, and then a 10 out of 10 for Cody Gakpo. Wataru Endo, I will have to give him maybe a 7. Tyler Morton, to me, because of that assist as well, and some things that he did, winning some jewels and stuff, I will have to give him an 8. 8.5 in fact. Diaz, I'll give him an 8 as well. The reason why I'm giving him, he scored the goal that actually saw us see through this team. Dominic Szoboszlai, I'll give him a 7, as well as Curtis Jones. I have to remember these guys were playing positions which they are not theirs. They never played like this, but they had to. So that's why I'm giving them those, those ratings. In terms of how Brighton played, this was their pass map from the goalkeeper moving. Most shots were long. For Liverpool, it looked like this. And as you can see, where the dominance was like Wataru and where Gomez was and where Konza was, as well as where Jones was coming in and down, looking as well as Tyler Morton, looking at Robertson, Bradley, Diaz, Joe was in Soboslai, as well as Cody Gakpo. So that's how everything was like. My ratings, as you have already had it, I've given them to you. Just try by all means to be fair over the team and what they offered. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts were over the game between Liverpool versus Brentford. What you think I might have forgotten in terms of what we learned over the game. Put it there in the comment section. Let me know. Don't forget to click that like button, subscribe to the Football Connect, as well as the Football Connect LFC, where you're watching us from. We'll be back again with another one. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. We are out. Please subscribe to the Connect.
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.